Yo, we back. Dre with that baby blue. That baby blue
Woo.
clean.
Yeah.
Hey. What size is he? He a large?
He about your size. You know what
All
you
right,
should
I'm
do.
I'm gonna come see you.
Bet.
All right. Anyway, so we want to dive in, and I have a question for the panel. Whenever you're selecting a major, whenever you're going into college, right now I have a little cousin. She's about to graduate a semester early. And she's looking to like college options, and she's kind of torn right now. True story between her passion and what's gonna make her money. So I want to pose a question to y'all: what's more important, passion or profit? And how did you guys select the path that y'all went down? Will, I'm gonna start with you first.
Honestly, I feel like to initially be set up, you need to go with profit. Like the profitable side is what should be that funds your passion. Like you take whatever, even if it's something you can't stand, but as long as you know you can see the end goal to it, you know what the means are. Like if that profit is going towards your passion, then your passion should start off as like a side thing. Like you ain't gotta ignore it completely, do it, not do it at all, but do it on the side as a part-time thing while you making that profit until your passion can become profitable enough to feed itself.
That's real.
So did you select the passion or did you select profit when you selected your major?
I definitely went with profit. Definitely went with profit.
He said, "Oh no, I went profit. Don't get it twisted."
Definitely with profit. I mean, for me, I would say you gotta know who you are as a person. So
Who knows that at 18? Go ahead. My bad.
I mean,
I was about to say that. I was about to say most people don't know what their passion is at that age.
Thank you.
I mean,
It's
I
a
wouldn't
scam.
say, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that far, but I mean, you know what you're good at. You should know. I feel like by the time you 18, 17, 18, you should at least know what. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Let him
Hear me
finish.
out.
Let him finish.
I ain't saying, I'm not saying where you need to go directly. You got 2 years of college to kind of figure out before you really dive into your major. I'm saying you should know what you're at least proficient in. If you ain't good at math, nigga, you don't need to go get a college degree that's centered around math. If you're not good at science, don't get it. Like I'm talking about that generality. Like you have a broad paintbrush of what you're not good at. You may not know what you're good at, but you know exactly what you're not good at.
I disagree because Michael Jordan went good at basketball in high school and he became one to go to the NBA.
He wasn't not good. He was just not good enough to get
Bro,
on the
he
team.
didn't make the team, bro.
His junior year, he got back on the scene.
He did, bro. He did not make the team.
But he got good enough to get to North Carolina.
He got good enough.
He got to North Carolina though.
Because he elected his passion over everything else.
But he got to North Carolina. They gave him a scholarship to get to North Carolina. That's what I'm saying. So he before he got to college, he knew what he was going for.
I feel
it's
like
a bad example. It's a bad example.
No, bro, it's not.
A good example would have been if he didn't make it in high school at all, and then he walked on to college. He wasn't a walk on.
Oh, bro, the nigga got cut from the team, bro. He didn't make the team. Beasley.
I'm saying he wasn't a walk on in college though, so it's a bad example.
Because he developed his skill sets before he went to college. You can
exactly.
develop your skill, bro. Exactly. You can develop your skill sets in college and go off and be successful.
I mean, you can, but you already have a predisposition to something. That's all I'm saying. For me, I always knew I had a predisposition for entrepreneurship, for business. I know I never planned to be an employee forever. So I'm like, yo, I need to learn this skill. I always wanted to own my own TV station. I'm like, I went for business initially because I'm like, let me just learn business. So I was going profit, but I've always been interested in business too. But then I learned about like the media program. I'm like, yo, I can learn some of those skills that may help me. And all those skills weren't the profitable route because I still could have went business, but I probably would have ended up taking a business job somewhere versus learning a practical skill that I use every single day. So you got to know what kind of person you are. If you know you're a person who's going to like put the pain in on your own and just grind through it, and I would say go for a practical skill that may not be able to be monetized directly, but if you're looking for getting to the money quick, go for the STEM, go for the tech, go for whatever it is, gonna get you the money faster.
Yo, can I speak for the 99% of people who aren't busy in the fucking world, who don't know what the hell they're gonna do as soon as they walk into the fucking college doors?
You got 2 years. Figure it out.
Please be the voice of the people.
You got 2 years.
Thank you. First of all, why do we even have 2 years to figure out some shit that we can figure out in 2 years? why don't we use if you're so sure, why not just go through straight to your major classes? Because it's a scam predicated on you staying there so they can maximize profit.
Let's
But
hold on a second.
conversation for another day. Conversation for another day. Fuck school, unless you're doing it right. That's nothing. You gotta be strategic. But anyway,
Unless it's free.
facts. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be strategic. But
Play the game.
most people, more often than not, who don't have the adequate mentors, who don't have, or first generation college students, which most of us were, don't know what we're doing when we get to college. We're just filling it out. We seeing Project X. We seeing all these movies. Like, hey, we supposed to go there, kick it, figure some things out, hopefully get a degree. And we know that in the Black community, the degree is celebrated more so than the application of it or the things that you do thereafter. So like we don't have the, like I was speaking to in our last thing, we don't have the adequate mentors to guide us in the right direction to be profitable while you're taking those classes. So for myself, I didn't opt for a passion or profit because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on the dean's list 3 semesters in a row and still couldn't get financial aid or a scholarship. 3 semesters with at least a 3.9. I had a 3.9, 3.8, and a 3.7. Didn't get one scholarship, bro. And that's how I knew college was fucked up. And I was still begging the financial aid office, beating them down so they can give me an external loan so that I can continue to go to college, bro. And I'm like, bro, this is stupid. So I'm just trying to finish. I don't know what I'm trying to do other than I know I'm struggling financially. I'm not struggling academically, but I'm struggling socially. And I'm just trying to figure out what I'm trying to mandate. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what I didn't know. And a proper mentor, they'd be like, hey, this is, this can help you out, can guide you in those moments. So I'm speaking for the 99% of people who aren't busy, who didn't walk in the door knowing exactly what they wanted to do, knew they wanted to be an entrepreneur and all that stuff. I had a ton of different things that I possibly could have done, but I was a young kid trying to figure some things out, coming from a place that, people didn't guide me. And unfortunately, a lot of things that I do like aren't, financially profitable. So like counselors who probably have one of the most important jobs don't make money.
Right. Social work.
Professors, right. Social work, professors, instructors, teachers, unfortunately, who deal with our kids majority of the time when we're at work and things like that, don't make that much money. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Things that
Objection.
a lot
I'm
counselors. What's up? Yeah, objected, I'm done. And counselors don't make that much money either. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what do you do? So like, what I'm saying? I know I like writing. I don't want to be, an author. I know I like a lot of different things, but none of those things were profitable. Now in hindsight, I'm good at a lot of stuff. And Nick and I talk about this all the time. In hindsight, I would have went through finance because I love it. I give myself and others close to me personal finance advice. I've helped at least 2 people buy cars in a way to where they can pay it off within a year and don't have these insane interest rate and APRs and things like that. So that's something I'm genuinely interested in that also could turn a profit. I have a lot of skills and interests that won't turn a profit. You know what I'm saying? Unless I build a separate business for each one of those ventures. But in order to make it within the system, as Nick alluded to, you got to go for the bag. And like Will said as well, go for the bag and then put your 5 to 9 free game. Put your 5 to 9 in something that you work with externally outside of work. Pursue your passions and turn that to a profit, as BZ has done as well. So it's like, it's a myriad. You got to merge or marry the two in order to genuinely be happy and also be financially self-sufficient.
Yo, you know what? I agree because whenever I became a full-time entrepreneur, whenever I walked away from corporate, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do my passion every day, and it's gonna be the best days of my life. Fast forward months later, nigga, it was the worst days of my life because I did not have money coming in, and you need money coming in to really fuel this. So now every morning you wake up, instead of being passionate about your business, now you pressing yourself about your business and you forcing yourself to try to get sales or get clients, and now you're no longer in love with the process. So it has to be a balance between the two. That's why I agree with Dre and Will, surprisingly. When it comes to you have to have money to stimulate your passion. And then once that's fully stimulated, if you have the ability to walk away, we'll choose to walk away. But now I know for a fact, I don't want to be a full-time 100% entrepreneur. I want both. I want that guaranteed check and that good benefits on this side. And then I still want the bag over here from the entrepreneur lane as well. You know what I'm saying? But again, though, it took me a while. But being a full-time entrepreneur, bro, with no money, BZ, you and I talked about it, bro. It took you 4 years. 4 years to get you to where you are right now.
I've been doing this for a minute.
For a minute. And you was relentless. And not to be too personal, but you was, you know what I'm saying? You moved in with family. Like, bro, like you was grinding at your desk every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like most people, bro, most people not built like that. You know what I mean? So if you don't want that type of lifestyle, you have to do something that's gonna make you money right now. So then you can live how you want later.
That's what I was saying. I mean, the biggest thing for again is just like self-awareness. So, like for me, I was already doing music for so long when I got to school that I knew I wanted to control everything. I even had the thought in my head before school, like, yo, if I can make a minimum wage salary doing what I want to do, I would rather do that than getting a job. 'Cause I just like my own freedom. So I knew that even so money wasn't ever the motivator. It was like freedom was the motivator for me. So you gotta, whoever listening, you gotta be like, okay, like Nick said, you may be, I want the stability, but also want to add something to my life with passion. Or you may be somebody's like, I'm gonna go all in on passion, be a starving artist for a while. Like I was like, yo, just grind, develop skills, learn, and then it profits. Or you can go the profit route first and then figure out the passion as you go. So I feel like everybody's model works. It just depends on what kind of person you are.
Doesn't work as college. It's a scam. Get with somebody, get a mentor. Hey, I'm being so real though. You know what I'm saying? It can work for you, but you gotta get to a mentor. You gotta know how to properly navigate it. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah. Now, I was just gonna pretty much go off of what you said. Unless you have the right tools to know how to navigate it and play the game, then it's probably not gonna be for you. It's not gonna be beneficial because a lot of other people or races, should I say, like they have other people that have been down that path. They can tell them, hey, watch out for this. Be on the lookout for this. This is what you need to do this. Like a lot of us like don't have that. So we learn as we go, bumps and bruises. Like it's a lot easier to find yourself when you ain't got as many fucking difficulties going through college.
Yeah.
Respect.
But also I believe if you don't have the mentorship and if you don't have the guidance from the household or maybe within your family, if you're a first time college attendee, it's extremely important for you to go the college route because you're gonna bump your head along the way, but at least it's gonna develop something that Dre and I was talking about, and I feel like it's the most important skill, emotional intelligence, right? Because now you're around a lot of different group of people and ethnicities and races and things of that nature to where you really begin to form your soft skills. In high school, if you was an athlete, you only hung around the athletes. And, maybe your high school was not that diverse. BZU went to CA in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, from what I remember about CA, it's not the most diverse place to go to. Dre, you and I, we went to Parkway. It's going to be a little bit more diverse, you know what I'm saying? And then Will, you went to Hazelwood East, and we know it's not that diverse at all. So anyway, but nonetheless, going to college, even if you don't have a mentor, I believe it's the best route to go because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult.
I'm going to disagree.
Here's the thing, though.
It depends on what you want to do.
Bro, but I'm coming from developing soft skills. Because, okay, let me ask you this. If you don't go to college, how else are you going to develop those soft skills?
This next segment. Let's say for the next segment.
You want the next segment?
Is college even the route to go?
Oh, it's not. That's an easy segment. My bad. We'll explain it more.
Is it though? We'll get into it.
Let's
Against
do
the
it.
grain. Against the grain.
It's against the grain, man. It's ATG. Y'all know what it is.